Hey friend, today I want to share with you what I think is one of the easiest ways to play Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry on guitar. Now in case you missed it, I did already post a lesson detailing out the classic guitar part note for note, all of the riffs, those classic Chuck Berry guitar parts. Now in this video, I want to show you a way that makes playing it a lot easier. See, one of the things that I've noticed over the years of teaching is that often students have trouble reaching this sort of rhythm pattern where their pinky comes up, and it can be a bit of a stretch. So I want to address that today, and what we're going to do is actually use a capo here on the first fret. So this song is in the key of B flat, and what we're going to do is put the capo on the first fret and then play it in an A position. So there's 3 chords you need to know, and let me start by showing you those shapes. So the first shape is going to be an A5 power chord here. We're going to play the open 5th string with that capo on, and then the 2nd fret from the capo, so 1, 2, on the 4th string. So I've got open 5th string, 2nd fret of the 4th string. Those two together make an A5. And then we're going to shift down 1 string. So now I'm going to play the open 4th string and the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. And that gives you a D5. And then the last chord we're going to need is an E5. And this is going to be the open 6th string and then the 2nd fret on the 5th string. So those are the 3 chords you're going to need, and these are what we call the 1, 4, and 5 chords in a blues progression. Now real quick before we go any further, if you want to learn the quickest and easiest way to start jamming the blues anywhere on the neck, I want to give you a gift. I put together this awesome PDF guide. It's a fretboard guide that shows you the 5 must-know blues scale patterns. These are the ones that I use to play up and down the neck, and I want to give it to you completely for free. All you got to do is go to johnmcclennan.com/bluescales, and you can grab that as my gift to you. So once you have those 3 chords, the A, the D, and the E, we're going to then expand on each of those shapes and add a rhythm pattern to each chord. So let me show you what I mean. On the A, we're going to go... We're going to do this little move where we play the A5, and we play it twice. I'm using down strums there with my strum hand, and then we reach up and play the 4th fret from the capo, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the 2nd fret. Go up to the 4th fret on the 4th string. We're going to strum that once and then come off back to the A5. So it's going to go, and then we'll repeat. So it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and repeat. You can add a little slight mute to it. So it's not like totally open. I do that with just bringing my palm here down on the strings a little bit. And now I've got the rhythm pattern for the A. So it's going to go... And then we're going to do the same thing on the D chord. So we'll shift down 1 string and play 2 bars here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then we'll go back to A. Okay, so I'm counting 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and one thing that Chuck Berry did, which was brilliant on this recording, is he played this rhythm part. You know, he played it here, but it's the same notes here with the capo. Again, this just makes it easier. And he kept the rhythm really straight. So instead of like the way you would typically play this in a blues, you would go like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, you know, and add a shuffle rhythm to it. He kept it straight. So see, it has more of a driving rock feel that way. So let's try the first 8 bars. Okay, so we've got 4 bars on A, then we're gonna shift down to D for 2 bars, and then come back up to A for 2 bars. Get set, and I'll count us in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Go to D. Back to A. All right, then we get to the last 4 bars of the blues. Now, when the song starts off, we play this. We go. So this is a common blues progression. We bring in that E chord. This is the 5 chord for 1 bar, then D for 1 bar. So notice I shifted there. So I play the low 6th string, 2nd fret on the 5th string, and then go to D. So there I'm shifting down 2 strings, right? And then back to A, the middle one for 2 bars. So the last 4 there go 1 bar of E, 1 bar of D, and then 2 bars of A. Here's what that sounds like. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so that is what happens at the top of the song. Now, when Chuck Berry comes in singing, we actually play the last 4 bars a little different. We play E for 2 bars, and then go back to A for 2 bars. So it actually becomes a little simpler. There's less chord changes when he's singing, and you'll hear it with the melody. So let's go over both parts. First, we're gonna play the 12-bar blues. This would be like at the top, and then we'll go into the progression that happens when Chuck Berry comes in singing. Here is the first variation, all 12 bars. Get ready, and I'll count us in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. To D. Back to A. E, D, A. All right, now let's go over what happens when Chuck Berry comes in singing. So again, we're just gonna edit those last 4 bars, gonna play 2 bars of E to 2 bars of A. Get set, and I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down in Louisiana, across New Orleans, back up in the woods among the evergreens. Go to D. Da-da-da, cabin made of earth and wood. Lived a young boy named Johnny B. Goode. Here we'll stay on E. Read or write so well, but he could go to A just like a ring in a bell. So there you have it. That's how to play Johnny B. Goode. Now keep in mind, I was calling out those chords as the capo chords, the guitar chords. So the actual key of this song is B flat, but when we use the capo, we're playing it in A. So it's a little change there, but again, if you play this along with the recording, it's gonna sound great. So work out those rhythms, and then as you keep going, you can work on getting more of the stretch, right, like this. And one thing that will help you with that as well, if you want to play this pattern, which again you can learn in my other video, is taking it up higher up the neck, and then slowly work your way down and just start working on stretching a little bit each day, and over time you'll see that you'll be able to reach further and further. So keep practicing, and don't forget to grab my free PDF that's going to show you the 5 blues scales that I use to jam the blues anywhere on the neck. And if you want to learn to play with other musicians, if you want to learn to play your own solos, if you just want to really know the blues and understand the neck, then you've got to grab this free PDF. Just go to johnmclennan.com/bluescales and you can grab that as my gift to you. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And for more Chuck Berry, check out this video next.